Hello and welcome. I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews, and today I'm actually using the Let's Play or Let's Play It in VR curated group, which is a curated group that I created that's different than Oculus Rift Reviews because I'm doing reviews with games that aren't VR, but we make them VR. So let's play it in VR. It's a new curated Steam group that I made, and I'm really looking for Vorpx games that you can inject with Vorpx or mods that you can download to make a game VR. And today we're doing Viscera Cleanup Detail. It is not in the games that are officially supported by Vorpx, however it works perfectly fine, or as fine as it can, without official support. The reason it works with Vorpx without having to make any changes whatsoever is because it's using Unreal Engine 3. So there is a setting under your Vorpx where you can see the UE3 custom profiles, and you can see it'll work with any game that has UE3 on it. So Viscera Cleanup Detail does have Unreal Engine 3, and I'm using the 64-bit version because I have Windows 10. I haven't tested it out in the normal version, but I'm running the 64. The menus are hard to read for me, so I actually have to click on my middle mouse button to be able to see it. You can't see that on the desktop recording, but trust me, I can't actually see it at all. And I'm going to start my work, so let's start work. And this is Athena's Wrath, I believe is what it's called. And so let's just play, and we'll say, okay, let's start. Again, this is very hard for me to see here. Okay, so this is in 3D. It looks really good. However, I don't have the beefiest computer. I have a 1060 GTX i7 6700, 16 gigabytes RAM. On Windows 10 on the Oculus Rift. I'm using keyboard and mouse, and I do get low frame rates, and so it doesn't look as good as it could be just because of my rig. If it were better, I'm sure it would look amazing in virtual reality. One of the problems with using the Vorpx is the depth of field, and so let me get my hands out. And sometimes it's just hard to tell. Like for right now, right now I'm carrying the body, and it's just really hard to see beyond it because it's right up in my face. So I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna open the furnace. I'm gonna drop him in, and let's drop him in the furnace. Okay. So I do like the 3D effect, I do like the VR, but it can be very difficult. So let's take this little recording device and let's take it up to the door. Text is very difficult to read. I can't read any of this text. Okay, now it says please swipe your card and pull the crank. Attention. Well, we're not going to do any of that. Like, we're just using that to you also have like a little notebook where you can take notes. That's very difficult to do in virtual reality. So there's some things that are just difficult to do just because of the FOV and just the lack of crispness of really sharp or clear graphics when you're using VR, especially on my rig. Now if you have a 1080 Ti, this experience might be a lot better for you. I still enjoy playing this in VR. The flames coming out look really good in VR. Mopping up the blood. So I'm not gonna do the whole level because this will be a long video if I try to clean up everything up. I do want to show some of the different things. One of the things that you might know that you have to do is you have to stack here the barrels. So let's try to stack a barrel. Sorry, that was my phone. Sorry about that. Oh. And whoa, it's very easy to lose your bearings in VR. Sorry about that. Let's So you can see it's very hard for me to stack these barrels in VR just because I can't really see up very well carrying that barrel. Okay. Let's get the mop. Well, actually, before I do that, let's show the biohazard. Okay. So you get the biohazard, and we drop it, and let's say we want to put some of these guts and stuff in it. The depth is really hard to tell right here. I've gotten used to it because I've done it quite a bit, but you see I'm knocking it over. It's just really hard to tell sometimes. And you'll get used to it, but at first it is very difficult to tell when it's supposed to get in there. We also have here the ladder, the electronic ladder, so you can jump, okay, and then go up, and then jump. So it is easy to use. I don't think VR makes that more difficult. Let's get the mop though. Okay, we got the mop, and let's get a bucket. Oh, we got a bucket right here. Okay, great. So we're gonna clean here, and yeah, VR definitely makes this a lot more fun. Not gonna lie, it is. But it can be more difficult. This is the difficult part in VR, is actually you kind of have to go slower than you normally would. Outside of VR, this is hard. It's hard to see. Depth. Alright, so let's clean it. Okay. So, I guess the other thing is the gun. And to get the gun, I believe it's over there. So let's lower this. And let's carry it over there. I believe, if I recall correctly, the gun is... Again, this is hard to see. And yes, the gun is over here. This is the gun that fixes the cracks in the wall, the bullet holes in the wall. So if you want to fix this hole right here, there's one right here. It's hard to aim in VR just because it's hard to see where it's going, but there we go. And there we go. There we go. Okay. So there you see we fixed that bullet hole there. I'm not sure if there's anything else to show. Viscera Cleanup Detail in VR. I would like to do a complete playthrough of this level in VR to show you all the gameplay in VR, but it would just be a very long video. I don't know if it's just the VR, but I go pretty slow in VR. You can't really speed run it in VR. I mean, you can, I guess, but you just have to get used to it. But for me, it's just difficult to see, and some of the depth issues, and difficult to stack items, and as far as reading your notepad or anything like that, that's also very difficult. But it is fun and looks great in VR. Even on my rig at 1060, it looks nice. But I do get low frame rates though. Anyways, I am Fast Lawyer. This has been my playthrough of Viscera Cleanup Detail in VR using Vorpx. Yeah, it looks great in VR. This is one of the better Vorpx experiences, actually, believe it or not. But I do recommend a beefier setup than mine, something above a 1060 GTX, just so you can get those better frame rates and get a more pleasant world to look at. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please like and comment, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.